Good morning, everyone. Well, not everyone's going to get any severe weather or even any precipitation this afternoon, but we are in a slight risk over portions of Missouri into Illinois, Indiana, and even the Louisville, Kentucky area, right on the fringe of that slight risk. Most of Ohio, portions of Pennsylvania, extreme northern West Virginia, and about the western two-thirds of New York under that slight risk of severe weather. Also the southeastern corner of Iowa and the southern portions of Michigan and Wisconsin. We can take a little bit more detailed look here and look at the tornado risk for this area. Not really that big right now. 2% risk over central Illinois into the Indianapolis area. Not that big of a concern. Mainly hail is what we're going to be looking at from these storms. A 15% damaging hail risk for later this afternoon across most of Indiana and Illinois, stretching from the Evansville area up through Indianapolis, Fort Wayne, over through Chicago, down to Springfield, and even just to the north of the St. Louis area in that hail risk. Damaging winds also a concern, mainly over the Chicagoland area through Indianapolis and further to the east over portions of western Pennsylvania and New York. The big concern, though, is going to be the heat, and then on Saturday, probably our hottest day of the year so far as temperatures approach the century mark over the St. Louis area, upper 90s over central Illinois. Those heat indices will go over 110 most likely, and then severe weather comes in. Here's our look right now at what we're looking at: a 30% risk of severe weather over portions of northwestern Illinois, southeastern Iowa, and northeastern Missouri for the afternoon hours on Saturday. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Right now, as you can see, a little bit closer to home, 85 degrees already at 10 a.m. in Springfield, 86 in St. Louis, 86 even all the way up at Aurora this morning, even warmer over the western, northwestern part of the state, 87 degrees right now at Davenport, Iowa, and Waterloo also coming in at 87. So the heat is not going to go away. You can see this 30% wind line comes right down into the normal area, Champaign, and then further to the east, again through Indianapolis and Lafayette over in Indiana. The 15% hail marker goes again through all of central Illinois, and the slight risk of severe storms, that yellow line kind of out of your picture there, but that again goes all the way down into the Louisville, Kentucky area. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that. Not a whole lot out there this morning on regional radar. We can show you the Ohio Valley radar, and the Charleston, West Virginia area is getting hammered right now with some lightning and some pretty good storms. Got some thunderstorms going over the lakes right now, and then up in Wisconsin also looks like a few showers just off radar range over in Missouri. Let's go to the west Great Lakes radar, and we can show you those storms really starting to die out now over Wisconsin. I'm sure they'll fire back up during the afternoon, but from Green Bay down to Madison, you got some pretty good cells. Let's go in a little closer on those with the Green Bay digital Doppler on Storm Lab here, and you can see they're kind of starting to die out. We do have a line, though, still with some pretty good rainfall, but it's fairly narrow, and that is to the west of Green Bay, northwest of Oshkosh this morning. Let's check in Charleston, West Virginia real quick on their radar, because we have been seeing some development there just to the north of the Huntington area, over in portions of Kentucky and Ohio, just coming out of Ashland, Kentucky, and Lawrence County, Ohio as well. Some pretty good lightning there and torrential rains. No warnings with this. Also around Hurricane in Putnam County, you've got some heavy rains right now, and just to the east northeast of the Charleston area, we've got some storms as well starting to die out in Kanawha County. But as the day goes on, that'll be welcome relief for folks up in the mountains there, I'm sure, as the rain helps relieve things a little bit, but then the humidity will come back late in the day. So again, a slight risk of severe weather across all of the area for later today. And again, our big concern is going to be the heat indices reaching the mid-90s across central Illinois, and upper 90s to over 100 degrees in the St. Louis area. Already one death from the heat in St. Louis yesterday, and unfortunately I think we may see more of that the next couple of days. Stay cool, be safe out there, and we will keep you updated from the Central Illinois Weather Network. Have a great Thursday, everyone.